everyone, and welcome to Playtime with Sophie and to episode 3 of season 2 of The Last Door. I've been enjoying and playing through this series so much. I cannot believe that I'm actually nearing the end. After this recording, I'll only have one more episode to play, and then that'll be it. I do wish that there was a season 3 just because I love this series so much. But the loose ends get tied up pretty nicely, so I'm pretty satisfied with the ending. But this is not the ending, this is only season 3. So, for everyone that's been watching this series, without further ado, let's go ahead and click episodes. And hopefully this episode doesn't take as long as the last episode. I was really shocked to find that last episode was like almost 2 hours. Okay, episode 3, The Reunion. Dr. Wakefield travels to the island of Islas Moore in search of an ancient sanctuary said to hold the final answers to the mystery of the last door. Previously on The Last Door. As a necessary step to understand the mysterious disappearance of Dr. Wakefield's patient Jeremiah Devitt, the doctor and his colleague Johann Kaufman visited the manor of Professor Wright. Years before, Wright had been Kaufman's mentor in the occult, but since then had been afflicted with a mental condition and could remember nothing. They discovered that Wright's research had been funded by the Playwright, the secret organization led by Alexandre Dupree. While Kaufman lay in bed due to a sudden illness, Wakefield followed the clues left by the eccentric Professor Wright, leading to the darkness of an underground labyrinth. There was something waiting down there, alive but imprisoned in the cave. In the deepest chamber of the tunnel, Wakefield met the dreadful result of Professor Wright's final experiment, which had been an attempt to cross the last door using fear as the key. For 3 days, you must wait. Alone amongst these dead stones. Only then will you be ready. To complete your journey, Mr. Ashdown. I'm happy to be introducing new people to this series. I always thought this series would end up taking off and be better known. I think it was made too soon, as it was made way before the current boom surrounding Pixelated series. Back when this was made, I guess not that many people were interested in Pixel series. I think I can remember. It's terrible. Screech. But it was not that of an animal. There was something human in it. A desperate cry for forgiveness. What is going on? I can hear stuff, but I can't see anything. I have no idea what is going on in the background. They found me on the beach, unconscious. Clutching the piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the ladder was waiting on my table. Lieber Wakefield, I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of my most sincere admiration. I must now ask you for yet more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere, now that we are so close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend, the Crone Maiden, an ancient sanctuary on the island of Isles Moor. The exact location of the Crone Maiden has been lost, but the professor believed that its secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, my friend. I do not need to remind you to exercise the uttermost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Always your friend, Johann Kaufmann. Leads you to wonder, though, exactly what got him sick. With Kaufmann gone, I found myself lost, my life suddenly devoid of meaning. It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time. But the day came when I realized there was no other option. To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah Devitt. Wherever he was. I don't even know if he's going to find him at this rate, or what exactly he will find if and when he does find him. I can see the island in the distance, Isles Moor. Season 2, Episode 3, The Reunion. If I'm massacring the name and it's actually Ellismore, it just sounds like it's spelled Islismore. And here we are, the island of Islismore. Thank you very much. Islismore. According to Kaufmann's letter, the legendary Crone Maiden can be found here. As Kaufmann emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. Okay. Time to explore. Good evening. Visiting. I hope you enjoy your stay. Good evening, my name is Wakefield. I have just arrived on the island. You ought to speak with Lord Donington. I beg your pardon. Lord Donnan, you should see him. Maybe we'll keep walking in the front first. What the heck? Excuse me, are you Mr. Wakefield? I am. I have a message from Lord Donnan. Lord Donnan? How did you find out about me so fast? To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield. It is customary at Isla Small to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honored if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and admirable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Donnan. New location unlocked. Donnan Manor. Good evening. Welcome to Isla Small. Excuse me. A visitor. Visitors are most welcome in Isla Small. Yes, they are. Is it just me, or is it a little creepy just how welcoming everyone is? A sign reads, the wisdom of silence. The door's locked. The window's open and a light is on. An abandoned wheel. A peculiar cog is attached to it. Based on the cog's workmanship, it looks like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism, but someone has tried to fit it crudely onto their broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? Okay. We have the weird little cog. Oh, wait, there was something else. Excuse me. Looks like the gate has been broken for some time now. Now we can explore behind here, in the back. That's locked. Door is locked. The gate leads to the village graveyard. It is closed and locked. Then I guess we're going back here. To Donnan Manor, I suppose. Nowhere else to really go yet. Not that I know of. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you are here on holiday then. Yes, indeed. I have come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, if it's distractions you've come looking for, you've chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our kin. Something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights, the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Isla Small. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us and make us the targets of their mischief. Certain rites take place, too. Sounds a bit like Halloween. Like, traditionally. But I should not bore you with the details. You should have occasion to see for yourself. An exotic blend of black tea. A large statue of a person. It is so eroded by the passage of time it is difficult to tell any specific detail. There are 2 engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but I cannot decipher their meaning. An odd mosaic adorns the floor. It depicts 2 snakes biting each other. Charming, charming decoration. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Isla Small. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Lug, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Well, I cannot help noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is, although some historians might disagree. We believe that this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? It is Lug. Oh, Oh, I'm gonna massacre this name. My apologies in advance. It is Lug Lamfada, a hero and high king of all myths. You seem to be knowledgeable about Isla Small's folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true that we at Isla Small cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland, but I am no expert. If you are really interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? I am starting to get, like, Wicker Man vibes from this island for some reason. No, I do not. You seem so certain, might I ask why? Well, this is kind of a rude response. But our character is supposed to be a man of science, so... My only faith is the belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Not my actual beliefs, but he is supposed to be a man of science, so we're gonna go with that for him. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of fear of the unknown. I see. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island as we talk, and be the better for it. The marsh in this valley is, for simpletons, a wellspring of frightful tales. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distractions, knowing us safe from those visions. We know these stories can be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water, we may not find passages to other worlds? What if the wails that drift the weeds in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our wayside hills? Many of the gods that men worshipped for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Isla Small we keep our traditions alive. Oh, they change, just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. These are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Isla Small's history. She can be found working late at the school, the building right across from the quay. It has been a pleasure meeting you. I might work on, if I can find the time, compiling a list of folk horror games, because the last one definitely falls under folk horror. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It has been a pleasure, Lord Donner. I feel like this game falls under so many different categories of horror. An old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads mineral oil. It is sealed. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. Excuse me. Hello, my name is Dr. Wakefield. Hi. What are you drawing? What are you drawing in the ground? It's a symbol, not a drawing. A symbol? What does it mean? It's the final truth that'll protect us from the marshmallows, but we're not allowed to say its name out loud. The marshmallows? Who are they? They're scary. My Aunt Kathleen says they were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the weeds. They try to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us. I must go now. Goodbye. Farewell. Excuse me. Okay, that one will not talk to me. That's okay. That wasn't creepy at all. Ooh, A huge hole lies in front of me. An ominous, chilling draft issues from within that sends shivers down my spine and makes me very uneasy. To a superstitious mind, it might seem like a passage to another world. Heh heh, good thing we're not superstitious, right? Right? This place appears to be the remnants of an ancient temple to some unknown deity. I guess we're going over here. A broken old fence. Well, that was the hills. I guess we could go back to the manor, because we didn't get to explore outside. This seems to be Athena, goddess of wisdom, war, and the arts. She is dressed in armor, seeming ready for war. This statue appears to be very old. Its appearance suggests that it could date back to ancient Rome. Let's go in the back. This is a safety bicycle. I still do not understand how they managed to keep balance with such small wheels. Looks quite new, but its chain is broken. I may find a way to fix this chain. Can we attach it? No. The noise of the swing gently being moved by the wind is the only thing breaking the silence. And this is a very silent episode, to be honest. The mill wheel. Something's preventing it from spinning. What's preventing it from spinning? Is something stuck? A strange mechanism runs from the mill wheel shaft into the building. It seems to be lacking a small piece. We have a cog. The cog is way too big to fit between the gears. It looks like it needs something smaller and thinner. What about the chain? Nope. Okay. Maybe we can enter the mill. It's locked, of course. Kieran's playroom is written on the door in hand-painted letters. The door is locked. Okay. Who's Kieran? The door is locked. The manor appears to be dark and empty. Back to the village, I suppose. Maybe something triggered. Oh, can we go through here? Oh, it's open! It's open. A small mausoleum. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peel through it. Oh, that's not creepy at all. Not at all. Completely normal. Inside, a candle provides dim light. I can make out a statue of a hooded man. I can also hear someone whispering. No, I can't die yet. Not without knowledge. This is so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods. How can we live only on faith? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith, no assumptions. So you're agreeing with himself with a statue or something else? No, no man can face death believing there is nothing on the other side. Yes, you are right. Now I understand. Ah, okay. The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic. The shadows cast by the lanterns only making the characters more mysterious. The man hides his face behind a fox mask. He mumbles something in unison with the others. Muted prayer I cannot quite make out. The woman hides her face behind a bull mask. It's almost something in unison with the others. A muted prayer I cannot quite make out. I believe they were burying mules in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. This man hides his face behind a deer mask. This woman hides her face behind a badger mask. Ooh, okay, where do we go? We're gonna go in here first. The trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. Huh. It looks kind of like a map. It is a child's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake, and some sort of creature. The window's open, letting a chilly draft inside. Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I am a busy woman, as you can see. My name is Dr. Wakefield. I have come to Isla Moor to rest for a while. Lord Donnan said that I might find you here. Have you met Lord Donnan? It has been so long since I'm seeing you here in the village. I hope he is well. I am not gonna attempt to pronounce that, but Dr. Wakefield, welcome to Isla Moor. So you have not seen Lord Donnan lately? As far as I know, no one has seen him since, well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village. Did something happen a few weeks ago? Oh, so, it was truly terrible. Kieran, his only child, oh, that's who Kieran is, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since. Good Lord. And you say he has not been found yet? How is that possible? We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found. What can you tell me about Kieran's disappearance? Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner. What can you tell me about this curious festival? Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away to the depths of their underground caves. There was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival? Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion. A very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But this is not enough. Since the murals they have looked into are changing to their identities, they bury them next to the old Fearnog. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness murals safe. Lord Donnan said you are an expert on the island's folklore. He said that, did he? Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I've lived here in Isla Moor longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people. Might I ask you a question, Miss Forrester? Yes, of course. Do you know the meaning of the word Chromadon? Yes, it's a very unusual word, very much indeed. The Chromadon is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from the tales that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm. Would you tell me the story of the Chromadon? All right. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills. Ah, yeah, I already ran into that hole. Not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep you'd not see the end. Folks around here believe there lies an old serpent at its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hopes of placating the Crooked One's hunger. Though that tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last AO of the Laid Send once defied the Crooked One by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and the shouting of the young Laid Send received no obedient answer. But a few nights later, the Laid Send house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. I must leave now. It has been a pleasure. The pleasure was mine. Enjoy your time on Isla Small. Paper with black circles painted on it. A shelf of handmade books with unfamiliar titles. Most of them concern strange rites. A picture of a slender woman, apparently a goddess, wearing a black dress and having a water of crows around her. It's signed with a name. Bad Katha. They'll dance around the bar, they'll sing. It's cold inside as winter. Don't get too close, don't get too close, or else they'll pull you in. Ah, charming village. Very charming. What about the little eraser? Can I take the little eraser over here? No. No. Anything else on the trash? There's nothing else of interest. An empty doghouse. Nothing has slept here in many years. An old rowboat filled with stale water. Something's sticking out of the water. A worn-out umbrella. It doesn't look like it will rain anytime soon, but there might be a purpose for it. What do we do with the umbrella? Can't do anything with that. Oh, now I have all these shortcuts to and fro everywhere, don't I? I feel like maybe I forgot something at the school. Because I remember when I played this before, I think I remember picking something else up in the school. I thought it was that. Well, let me pick that up. Oh, okay. There is something else. Ah, there was something else. There was some kind of worm screw inside. The remains of an insect beside it. And some drawings engraved on the desk. I will take the drive with me. It may prove itself useful. I wonder if that's what I need for the mill. All the villagers are gone. Oh, it is kind of unusual. No, I don't remember. Where is the mill at? It's not in the hills, I don't think. I think it's still in the village, but where was it at? I think maybe it's past the church? No. I don't remember how to get to the mill. I'll just keep wandering around. Well, this was originally locked and so was this, so maybe back here. No, maybe it's in the hills. It's so eerie out here. I don't know if those are the classmates. Were you Kieran's friend? He was nice, but he didn't want to play much. He was mostly for going in the hills by himself. Was Kieran not afraid of the marshmallows? No. He said he had seen them and that they were not as scary as Aunt says. I think that is why they took him. You think the marshmallows took him? Yes, for sure. Before he disappeared, he said he found a treasure, a disc with a beautiful drawing. He took it from the old house in the hills. Maybe the marshmallows wanted it. Let's go. Excuse me. Okay, still... Oh, this drawing? I found this drawing at the school. Is it yours? That? No, Kieran painted it a long time ago. The drawing is Kieran's. There could be a clue here of his whereabouts. I don't know what I'm looking for in here. Well, I guess let's investigate the picture on death then. What is this? That's the crooked one. They say a villager defied it and the next day her house was burned to the ground. Oh, so it's like a dragon. They say it was the crooked one, pain or bad. Excuse me everyone for yawning. That's the house where Kieran found the treasure. Do you know how to get to there? Sure, it's easy. Solitary house, marked on my map now. Maybe I should have clicked on more of the things on the picture, but that's okay. Ooh, that's where the crooked one goes? Okay, or where the crooked one comes from. Did we investigate over here last time? Yes, we did. Doubt I could use an umbrella to open this barrel. What about this? So where's the mill? I don't remember how to get to the mill from here. Can we use this? The cog? The cog is not sharp enough to open the barrel. What about this? No. Can we attach the two? I'm just trying random things, okay? I'm just trying. Wait, was it... No. Could it be near the manor? Oh, okay, it was near the manor. It would make sense. I mean, that was his son. I do not see how that would help. Okay, can we put this in here? It's working! Now the water wheel is working. Just needed the screw then. It's still locked. Okay. Well, of course it's still locked. It's not like making the mill work, you know, would unlock it, but... Did it serve a purpose fixing it? I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. Let's check out the solitary house. What the heck is that? Ah, I knew there was going to be a Wicker Man of some sort in this. A Wicker statue sporting a pair of animal horns. The twigs look fresh. As long as I don't find myself locked inside of one, I'm good. Well, this is the burned down building. Metal trapdoor seems to lead to some sort of basement. Ooh, it's not locked for once. I think this basement may have once housed a library. It looks like it was not burned as badly as the rest of the house. Even so, little here remains intact. Remains of the books scorched by the fire. Most of the pages are ashy or blackened, so the text is illegible. A common carpenter's brace. A tool like this would be used for drilling holes in wood. It could be used for ladle. I just slowly move my mouse over this stuff. I don't want to miss anything. This table has been upended. A chest? An ornate chest. It's inside, untouched by the fire. It was probably open long after the inferno died down. There was a diary inside. It is signed Brigid Leidsend. Several pages towards the end are missing. I wonder what was on the missing pages. 7th August, 1801. Words cannot express the gratitude that I feel for Aunt May's bequest. May her dear soul rest in peace. This house is just what I needed to still my nerves after the exhausting pace of life in Dublin. 10th December, 1801. I would not have thought to find such a remarkable library hidden away in the basement. It includes several magnificent tomes on the most picturesque customs of our land. 23rd September, 1801. I found Aunt May's diaries next to an odd iron disc. Oh, I wonder if that's the same disc they were talking about. But the contents of the diaries were appalling. What could have happened that dear old Mayor would write such things? The damnable place that she speaks of. I must know if it really exists. I am resolved to investigate our family's crypt. It would be prudent to wait until dusk before traveling to the northern cape so as to not be seen. 25th September, 1801. The abbey was in such a state of decay that it was nearly impossible to find the mural painting in the dark. Fortunately, a dim light happened to shine through a gap in a wall, illuminating the face of the sentinel. I believe Aunt May's iron disc is needed to open the secret passage. 10th October, 1801. Is this the legacy of the Leidsend? I can stand to bear it no longer. Fire will put an end to this blasphemy and cleanse the land of our family's curse. And should the fire prove insufficient, may this testimony serve as a warning. Miss Leidsend must have found something abhorrent in our family's crypt. If I could find out what it was, I may learn more about the Crone Maiden. My intuition tells me that I must act tonight or else it will be too late. Ooh, new case in the old abbey. This side of the basement seems to have collapsed on the file. It looks like some sort of makeshift bed. Was Kieran sleeping in this terrible, lonely place? Alright. I think I gathered all I've come for and then some. Let's go check out the old abbey. Oh! Okay. It's kind of eerie. The Wicker statue is burning. Who did this? That is kind of foreboding. I hope it's not foreshadowing of some sort. I don't know how many more locations there are to discover. Another Wicker Man. The Wicker statue stands like a silent guard. Its presence makes me uncomfortable, as though I have trespassed on forbidden grounds. This must be the old abbey that Brigid Leidsend described in her library. Could the Crone Maiden be here? Brig had mentioned a dim light, but I see only darkness. The dome appears to be Roman in origin. It is in better condition than the other ruins. Well, there's nothing else to really see here. Doing a bit of pixel hunting. Perhaps I'm meant to come back later? There's really nothing to see here yet. Maybe I'm supposed to trigger something first. I guess I could check out the town again. Or I could go back to the house and see if I missed anything. I guess I could go back to the house. I still think that's rather foreboding. Okay, so I did miss something. Is that a mailbox? A mailbox. Looked like a large hammer at first. The envelope is very old. It is stamped returned. There's a letter inside. My dear cousin, I am doing poorly. I would ask that you not call upon me here at Eyeless Ball. Not now, nor ever again. Please keep grandmother's ring. I believe that she would have wanted you to have it. Yours faithfully, Brigitte. There's something else in the envelope. The ring, an iron ring. Ooh! Oh, I remember. The creatures do not like iron. I always thought it was the fae folk or fair folk or fairies that didn't like iron. Well, we have this for poking holes in wood. So I'm thinking the bell in the hills. I think if I remember correctly, that's what it's supposed to be used on. Maybe I would drill a hole in the barrel using the space. Barrel is filled with oil. We need some sort of container to pour the contents of the barrel into. Ugh. What about the umbrella? Pour it in the umbrella. No. Of course not. I guess it's back to the town like I originally wanted to do. The faint smell of fish and potatoes is drifting through the settle. The fish smells slightly rotten. Fish and potatoes would smell good if not for the rotten fish. Anything back over here? Ooh! A bottle is floated in the water, is caught on the seaweed, just out of reach. I think there's something inside. Wonder if I get to keep the bottle. If I can keep the bottle, I can use that to fill the oil. The bottle's just too full to catch from up here. Well, the umbrellas will be good for that. Paper is rolled up inside the bottle. The guards remain silent as the fog settles. We may look for the king beyond the clouds, but find the queen with a fiery crown. Okay, so we kept the bottle. We're gonna go fill this up with oil then. Now what we're gonna use the oil for, I do not know. But it might trigger something, maybe. Because this game is notorious for you have to do this thing before this thing happens. Now that there's a hole in the barrel, I just have to push the barrel in a bit, and I meant to fill it with oil. And now maybe we can explore the rest of the town. Oh, what? It's a drawing of some sort of spiked circle. Is it the sun or something else? The child that I spoke with earlier seems to have left his mask here. There's a ribbon hanging from it. Well, the ribbon took off. The ribbon has flown away. Nothing else occurring right here. That is so eerie. This particular episode always kind of reminds me of Hobbs Borrow. Of course, I played this before I played Hobbs Borrow, but I remember playing Hobbs Borrow thinking of this specific episode of The Last Door, Season 2. It has a lot of the same feel and some of the same lore, I guess, to a point of it. Similar, at least. Similar setting. Check out the village. I don't know, did anything change at the old abbey? No. Then I guess to the village it is. I don't know what to do with this oil. Everyone's gone now. I would rather not interfere with traditions I do not yet understand. She's gone too. What the heck? Where's everyone going? What? I guess I could go back and try to find that ribbon once since it disappeared. Where did everyone go? Like, what the heck? Everyone just completely vanished. Back to the hills, I guess. Oh, the ribbon did come down here. This is the ribbon that was hanging from the mask. Okay. Oh, we can travel to the left now. I can see a lighthouse in the distance. Lighthouses are like stables in horror games. I feel like they should be at least. That's the ribbon that was snatched by the wind. Finally got it. Red ribbon. I think it was part of the child's mask that was left behind in the hills. Can we repair the chain with it? No. It may have provided the light that Brigheed spoke of in her diary, but the lamp is off. I wonder if it's been abandoned. I have oil. If the lamp is off, maybe it needs oil? To the lighthouse. This might be the final location to discover, I'm not sure. Ooh, kind of a cutscene. For a pixelated game, this game is very cinematic. What a ghastly custom. This Wicker Man is in the shape of a hangman. This tree looks like it's been dead for a long time. Guess we'll go in here first, if we can. No one is answering. Can we just open it? No. Of course not. That'd be too easy. Strongly built lighthouse. It looks like it is in very good condition despite the thousands of storms that it must have withstood. Let's climb the stairs. Someone's in there. Someone is inside. Maybe I can make some kind of noise to attract their attention. Put... A wide copper pipe runs from the tower to the ground. It's covered in salt and seaweed. Okay. Yep, that works. That definitely works. I think we have to wait. Oh wait, they definitely heard it now. Sounds like it attracted someone's attention downstairs. Well, they opened up the door. Does that mean they invited me in? I guess so. Good evening. Would you happen to be the lighthouse keeper? My name is Wakefield. A stranger? And what would he want from me? I'm a visitor to Alice Moore. This lighthouse caught my eye. And since it's dark, you thought it to be abandoned? Well, it's not. Even though I can barely see a thing, this is my house. Why is the lighthouse lamp not lit? Is it not dangerous for the ships? Do not let it concern you. Many years ago, the sea lanes were all told to avoid this coast. Now it's rare indeed to see a ship in these waters. After the accident, the lighthouse was never repaired. Was there a failure in the lamp's mechanism? Precisely that. One stormy afternoon, I suddenly heard a strange noise up in the light room. The clockwork mechanism had stopped working and the lamp was off. I had never seen a failure like that. I could not get the lighthouse working again. You say you had an accident. What happened? I was checking the lenses because the failure looked so very strange and I was worried. All of a sudden the light must have turned on. I was blinded and can see nothing but fleeting shapes ever since. Has nobody else tried to fix the lamp since? No, no one in the village is interested. For them, the more isolated Islas Moor is, the better. They do not care about sips or accidents, especially Lord Darnan. He sees anything coming from outside of the island as a threat. I understand. Do you know anything about the disappearance of Lord Darnan's son? A tragedy it was, a strange one, but a tragedy nonetheless. What was so strange about Kieran's disappearance? I just find it a bit suspicious that it happened so close to the reunion. It's too easy to be keeping secrets during the festival, being how everyone is afraid of leaving the village those nights. What do you mean? Look, folks here are too gullible. They'll do anything to protect themselves from the strange fears. They'll not eat corn or drink milk, or they'll dig graves for the mules. And of course they'll avoid standing near a fear-nog too long because, though the fiends cannot touch the tree, they're attracted to the smell of its resin. But surely it's all nonsense. Look, it's really easy to prove it all wrong. Just don't follow the rituals. You're a stranger to all ways, but have you seen any of the things I mentioned? Well, I did see a group of people in the village burying mules. Exactly. What do you think would happen if you unburied those mules? That a band of goblins would come out of the marshes to steal them? Nothing but nonsense. What of Kieran's disappearance, then? Well, I'll admit I'm not almost sure what happened to the boy. But one thing I am sure of, this festival reunion is nothing but a farce, and it would be just so easy to prove it. Might I go upstairs and see the light room? Even though the lamp is off, I should like to take a view of the surrounding countryside. Well, I do not think you will see anything, really, but if you're so interested, yes, I guess you may. Thank you for the pleasant conversation. I must go. Finally, someone has some sense in their head. A few logs and cords of firewood. The small stove hardly manages to warm such a spacious room. Forgive my pillow yawn. A portrait of a bearded ship's captain, done in oils. The varnish has darkened his features considerably. I should like to visit the light room now, if I may. Yes, yes, you already have my permission. The lighthouse's lamp surrounded by 8 large lenses. It's off. Looks like the lighthouse's electric lamp battery slot. It looks like the lamp is lit by some sort of electric switch, however its battery is flat. Perhaps I can find a way to charge the battery. How would I charge it? The clockwork mechanism that causes the lamp's reflector to spin. However, I think that something's missing. It could do with some oiling as well. I have oil here. There's a little hole in the tank and the oil is leaking. The mechanism will not work properly unless I fix it. The cog was the missing piece of the mechanism. I may have replaced it, however. The mechanism is still too rusty to move. Now I can oil the mechanism without worrying about it leaking. The cog was the missing piece of the mechanism. It's been replaced and the mechanism has been well oiled. It was easy to wind and now it's back to life. Now how do we charge this battery? Alright, I guess, we could go back to the town again? Anything change in the old abbey? No. Anything new in Dawn and Nano? It's not like I can go in there. Alright, I am trying to remember what I did before. I think I remember. Okay, let's try this. I may know. Okay, yes, I thought so. The ring fits perfectly on the chain. I am sorry to use Brighead's grandmother's ring in such a manner still. Maybe now I can get the bicycle to work. Alright, let's attach this to the bicycle. The tiles are too threadbare. I don't see how I can ride it safely, but at least the chain rotates. What was that sound? Ooh, what was it? It's still locked. So then what was it? Oh boy. The Roman statue lies shattered on the ground. To destroy such an ancient statue. Could this really be part of the festival? Another Wicker Man. The Roman statue has been thrown down and replaced with a wicker one. I must be on the right track if I triggered something. Now that the bicycle is fixed, if I attach one of the cogs to the battery's dynamo, I may be able to provide it with a charge. I managed to charge the battery by attaching the dynamo to the bicycle's cog. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the lighthouse then. But first, did anything change at the old abbey? No. Okay, so we have the battery. Hopefully the battery has enough charge to keep the lighthouse lit for a few hours. And lo and behold, it works! Eureka! The lighthouse is working properly again. With luck, its light will now help me find the mule and the old abbey. Should we tell him the good news? It cannot be! I never thought I would hear the rhythm of my beloved lighthouse working again. You don't know how grateful I am. For years I've longed to hear those marvelous sounds, memories of better times. Well, we made him happy at least. Oh! This Wicker Man has been set on fire too! Who keeps doing this? The rope gave way just as I passed. I guess I can go to the old abbey now. The light has revealed a mural painting on the stones, just as it did for Brighead nearly a century ago. According to the diary, the light from the lighthouse revealed the eyes of the sentinel. A pair of evil eyes seemed to glitter in the dark. The mouth of the sentinel is wide open. What am I supposed to do with it? Guess there's nothing else to really be done here? I will come back. But I'm curious what else this has triggered throughout the town. What about the solitary house? Well, we've already been there. The village, maybe? It's completely abandoned. There were quite a few people here when I first started up the game and arrived here, but not now. I am not too sure about this. Oh, well, if you're not sure, why'd you do it? Okay. What was that? Did something happen outside? Oh my gosh, what the heck is this thing? Someone in a costume, I think. I hope. The mules are completely saddled. Why would that masked man do this? That's weird. Eerie music. It's still here. It seems to be heading east. It's nice that you automatically follow it there. It's open now. Maybe we can find some clues as to Kieran's disappearance. An ornate level is built into the wall. What the heck? Oh, they're puppets. A painted man-sized wooden doll represents an old lady. A painted man-sized wooden doll represents a king. A doll's theater lamp spinning around. Celestial body is made out of paper. Not long ago, I might have found these toys amusing, but now they fill me with dismay, like some vile opium hallucination. Oh, we can go on the stage. We can go into the stage. There's the mask. The stranger's mask is lying on the floor. Something is underneath the mask. Ah! I wonder if that's the iron disc everyone keeps referring to. An old iron disc. A drawing of a spiked circle is engraved on it. Its hollow eyes bore into me. I can hear something wandering in the dark. I can see a deformed saddle in there, writhing, fidgeting. I cannot get any closer. Well, that was a little bit disturbing. Just a little bit. This one's on fire now. Egad! Now this statue is burning too. Is someone following me? Perhaps. Do we use that in the old Abbey house, maybe? I don't know. Okay. I'm thinking this iron disc is meant to be used with the wall mule. I have to time it just right. Yep. Thought so. The hidden entrance is open now. What was that sound? What the heck kind of room is this? The symbol looks familiar. A spiked circle. It could be the sun. A statue of a Madonna, but something is off. I cannot tell what though. Into the abyss, I suppose. The tunnel descends deep into the earth. Will I find the laid sin crypt at the bottom, or something Dear God, I am reeling. Kaufman, my friend, your faith in me was misplaced. I cannot. No. I will persevere. Some old pages lie haphazardly on the coffin lid. It is as though they had been dropped here from the upper hill not long ago. They bear faint notes written in a trembling hand. Down in this unholy boil, in the field crone midon, our worst nightmares crawl and die. Resting down here are the dauntless, those who dared enter the lair of the snake and the bird. Each of those men and women crossed the path between. They walked through the mist to the other side, where the ultimate truth screams in terror, and then they returned. These are my ancestors. Amongst the dead stones of the crone Midan lie the proud laid sin, reduced to something far worse than dust or ashes. Could that blasphemy in the coffin be Aunt Mare's true legacy? No, I shall not accept this fate for myself. Okay. A spiked circle is engraved on the bare stone. This coffin is covered in ashes. This coffin does not look quite as old as the others. This niche is empty. A small coffin, half rotted away. Do I want to open this up? Mere laid sand. The engraving was so worn away it could barely be legible. Oh my gosh. It's a creature, not a human being. Not even an animal. It's quite a big reveal at the end. Uh-oh, I'm in pitch black. Guess I just keep walking to the left. Seekers of truth will sacrifice their wisdom, so to open the way to where the fear-nog blooms. Your offspring we welcome, its hidden threat. Only the light of your sign will carry its purge. Ooh. Those must be the people in the animal mask from prior episodes, combined with the ones we just saw in this episode. So are you hallucinating, or are you actually seeing these things? I'll just keep going left. Oh my gosh, no. This is nightmare fuel. Things are getting very creepy now. One giant eye. That was unsettling, to say the least. I don't think it's a cutscene now. Oh my gosh! Devitt! The adventure continues in the season finale. I hope you all enjoyed this video and that you're still very much enjoying this series, as I am very much enjoying playing it for everyone. I am very excited to see what will be revealed in the series finale, which I will be covering next Monday. I hope you're all having a wonderful Halloween season for those who celebrate, and for those who don't, I hope you're all having a wonderful autumn season in general. I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!